Dre Spec the Boxing here with another video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love. Dre Spec the Boxing here with another video. As always, man, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell notification button. That way y'all can stay updated on the latest content from my channel. I want to say shout out to all my new subs. Man, appreciate everybody showing me love on the channel. Now, let's get into it, man. Errol Spence Jr. is now the king of the 147-pound division, man. And let me tell you why, man. I'm gonna take the fluid approach. It hasn't been, you know what I mean, more from the standpoint of the boxing ring, but it has a lot to do with boxing because of the dominant fashion in which he's winning. Just this past Saturday night, he won a lopsided victory over Mikey Garcia in a 12-round unanimous decision, won on all scorecards. But that's not it, man. It's the earning power that he had, man. So it's reportedly, I don't know how true this is so far. I haven't seen any numbers, man. I've just been seeing this from other channels and kind of gauging from what I've looked at and looked up the earnings from Saturday night, that he's gonna make anywhere between I know more than 10 million, but they're saying as much as 20 million, man. But I'm not sure if that number is correct, unless he had a larger split of the pot, because I read that they both, Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, were officially awarded $3 million each guaranteed, with the rest of the money coming on the back end from the, I guess, the pay-per-view buys and probably the gate sales or whatever. So, man, oh man, like I'm telling you, the tables have turned now, man. And it looked crazy, man. It's real crazy, man, when you got Shawn Porter on live TV, man. Look like he's getting on his fucking knees to kiss the ring, man, like begging the champ for a shot. And you a champ, bruh. You know what I mean? Like he comes off as begging, please, please, please let me have that shot. Please, if Manny Pacquiao dragging his foot, let me have that shot. Man, we want to know what you're gonna do next. If Manny Pacquiao don't want to fight you, I do. I want to fight you. And he doing it in a manner which is beneath him as a champ, man. Carry yourself as the WBC champ, man. Don't be on the fucking ground groveling like, you know what I mean, Errol Spence is, you know what I mean, your king. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's already conceded to the king. It doesn't even seem like you think you will win the fight. I think he just wants the payday. And believe you me, I want you to get your payday, Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter has been through a lot of wars, so he deserves his ass whooping and payday. You know what I mean? Like, because I understand that Shawn Porter don't deserve the WBC belt. You know, I would give that WBC belt to Danny Garcia, who I feel beat Shawn Porter in the last fight, but was not awarded that split decision victory. It went to Shawn Porter, of course. I also think your Dennis Ugas edged out Shawn Porter's by 2 rounds. So, I'm not with, those who think that you deserve the WBC belt, but I believe you deserve a payday for all the hard work that you have put into the sport. But don't kiss ass for the payday. Don't become somebody's little bitch for the payday. Like, honestly, Shawn Porter, I have a lot of respect for you. Like, I know Kenny Porter taught you better than that. You know what I mean? I know y'all after the money. We know it. We can see the writing on the wall. Y'all didn't cherry pick some, but y'all have taken on a lot of challenges as well. So, you know what I mean? I commend you for all the other challenges that you have taken on. The only person I felt you were ducking was Errol Spence Jr. I didn't think you was ducking anybody else because y'all openly wanted to fight everybody else. It was Errol Spence in which y'all said needed to do more and needed to do this and needed, but the tables have turned, and now you find yourself begging for a chance to fight Errol Spence. You begging for the chance, man. You looking like a hoe out here, man. You a champ. Carry yourself like a champ, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Carry yourself like a champ. Man, I love Shawn Porter, you know what I mean? What he's brought to the sport. He's challenged these champs. That's what I want to say. He challenged these champs. He was challenged. He was the one calling out Shawn Porter. Keith Thurman when he won his belt. He was the one calling out Danny Garcia. He's been the one who fought Adrian Broner. He fought Berto, fought Granados. Like, Shawn Porter has put in that work. You know what I mean? Like, whether or not I feel he won or lost any of the fights, Shawn Porter has put in that work. But champ, you deserve better. You deserve so much better, champ. You don't have to go out like no sucker. And I'm just being real right now, man. You don't have to go out like no fucking sucker, man. Don't sit up there and grovel, man. Go to the negotiating table. Al Heyman is your manager too, man. Tell Al you want that fight too. But you don't have to be out here crying and, man, sucking up to Errol Spence on live TV. Man, I was disgusted when I seen that shit. But don't worry about it, champ. I know you ain't the only one. You know what I mean? I know you ain't the only one who the tables turned on, man. Now y'all seeing that money sign in your eyes, man. Like the money sign emoji. Man, it's getting hard out here for a pimp, I see. Danny boy. Danny Garcia, man. What you doing, man? What are you doing, bruh? Danny Garcia, a person who has had ample amount of opportunities to fight Errol Spence Jr. is sitting here talking up a fight. Oh, the fight, it wasn't impressive that Mikey Garcia fight with Errol Spence. It was just a big man beating up on a little man. Mikey Garcia, this Danny words, y'all. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not directly quoting him, but basically saying it was just a big man beating up on a little man. Mikey Garcia didn't have enough power to really exploit Errol's weaknesses. But Danny Garcia, I see something in Spence now. I see something in Spence I can exploit. I believe now I can beat Spence. So you telling me that one-sided victory that Errol Spence put this great ass whooping on Mikey Garcia, all of a sudden out of that you seen something that you can exploit. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all Garcias are all the same. Mikey, Danny, don't matter. Y'all both see the same fucking thing you can exploit. Y'all want the payday. You're looking for the payday. It's nothing more or less than a fucking payday. That's what you see. You see the money. You see the same shit that Mikey seen. The writing is on the wall. You know, and it all start to make sense to me now, right? Because back in the day, I remember you was asking for that Floyd fight. And you never got that Floyd fight, but you was one of the people who was willing to sell that to go up against Floyd, man. Knowing you ain't beating no Floyd coming from 140 pounds, you know, to beat Floyd Mayweather, man. When Floyd was saying he was coming back out of retirement to fight again, Danny Garcia, you know, he was coming to the Danny Garcia fights or fights where Danny was there and he was talking to Danny and saying he would he possibly would come back and fight a Danny Garcia if he came out of retirement. Yeah, the writing's on the wall, man. You never got that payday, right? And you know, you earned your payday, champ. You know what I mean? But again, man, you ain't gotta sit up here and sell a man short. You ain't gotta say his victory wasn't that impressive to you. And that he's not the king of the welterweight because he didn't beat a welterweight. All you gotta do is say you want the fight, man. But all this other extra shit y'all doing on the outside, man, all that hating shit. You, for one thing, Porter don't have to kiss ass to say you want the fight now, man. Just say you want the fight now. Say now, you know, I backtrack from all the other shit I was talking And now all of a sudden I want that fight, right? And Danny Garcia, same thing. You don't have to down a man's performance or try to belittle his performance in order to say that, oh, now I want the fight. Man, if you want the fight, just say you want the fucking fight. You won't smoke with him. Everybody won't smoke with him. So now y'all motherfuckers wait in line. Pacquiao up next. Y'all motherfuckers get in line. Danny Garcia, you don't have a belt. No matter what the reason is why you don't have a belt, I don't care. You don't have a belt. So your ass on the outside, way on the outside, looking in. Errol Spence offered you a fight when he had no opponent after he won the IBF title versus Kell Brook. He was looking for somebody to fight in Dallas or just another opponent. Nobody wanted to fight the dude. Oh, you don't remember that? It wasn't lucrative for you. It wasn't lucrative. It wasn't enough money there for you, right? For you to take that risk. So you passed up on that opportunity to fight Errol Spence. But let me tell you something. You beat Errol Spence. There's plenty of money up for you on the other side of that fight. But you know, you and your daddy know that ain't a fight y'all can win. So it's high risk, low reward. But now the fight becomes high risk, high reward. You come out of nowhere saying, oh, it's something I can exploit in Errol Spence. Oh yeah, you can exploit. Sucking his dick. You coming off like a little bitch. Like, oh yeah, nah, it's something I see. I see something. You see money. And you out here like a bitch in a club shaking her ass in front of a dude throwing ones or something, man. Danny, you looking real weak, man. I love Danny Garcia, man. They're like from a boxing standpoint. But, man, we all know, after you kind of made it, let me tell you, I used to root for Danny a lot. Because Danny was that underdog. And he was coming out, and I seen the skill set and the patience and the timing that he had in his boxing game. And the way that he was very methodical about going about doing his business. But it was a certain level of discipline and patience and timing that Danny possessed that helped Danny escape a lot of, hard fights and, come out victorious. Now, Danny has had some fights that probably went his way that probably shouldn't since then. But I was rooting for Danny a lot. Once Danny kind of made it a little bit, kind of got him stardom a little bit, man, they went into this, basically this tables turned mentality without actually really earning that. They start cherry picking, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You start really selecting their opponents, and in my opinion, I felt like they were avoiding a lot of top fighters, meaning Danny Garcia and his father. They were really avoiding a lot of top fighters, and they weren't taking really many risks and were just going out there for the small paydays against lower risk opponents, or not even fighting at all from just to, kind of stall everybody else out. And now the tables have turned. Errol Spence, he's the money man now. Like he said, he's the money man now, man. And it just seemed pathetic the way that these guys are going about trying to get an Errol Spence fight now. Oh man, it's looking real weak out here, man. These dudes is looking real weak. These were the kings of the welterweight division a couple years ago, man. Now they looking real weak out here in these streets. And let me tell y'all who next. And I mark my fucking words. This dude is gonna be next, man. Keith One Time Thurman. Where you at, Keith? You ain't getting out of here without getting it too, bro. Because right now, Keith ain't saying nothing about Earl. And the reason being is because Keith still has a chance to get that Pacquiao fight. Keith has that slight chance, but he has a chance to get that Pacquiao fight. Well, now let me tell you something. If Keith don't get that Pacquiao fight and Earl gets that Pacquiao fight, let me tell y'all what's gonna happen, bro. And man, mark my words, man. This is just my perspective and my prediction on what's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, Keith Thurman is going to be calling out Errol Spence. He going to be calling him out with a passion, because if Errol becomes that top guy, making a big draw, making the money, Keith is going to come out of the woodworks trying to cash in on Errol Spence, man. The same way he trying to cash in on Pacquiao now before he have another big fight, because he feel like he can exploit and beat Pacquiao. Because I know Keith in his heart feel like he can beat Pac-Man, and it's going to be lucrative. He going to get his money. That's what he cares most about, getting his little money, because Keith Hart ain't in this sport no more, man. The writing's on the wall, man. The writing's on the wall, man. This sport done beat his ass up. This sport done gave him injury after injury. You know what I mean? Like, he want to cash in. He like traveling, like Earl said. You know what I mean? He want to go be with his wife. He had just got married. He wanted to go be with his wife. That's a lot more than boxing. You know what I mean? And I understand that, man. I like being around my wife too. You know, so it sometimes things get more important to you the longer they go. Your passions start to go down a little. But guarantee you, mark my words, the next person to come out and ask for the money is going to be Keith one-time Thurman, man. Man, let me know what y'all think, man, about this whole situation, man. These three, you know, what I call them, they were the kings of the welterweight division before Errol popped on the scene. It was Danny Garcia, with the name coming up from 140. It was Shawn Porter, and then it was Keith Thurman. These guys were, you know, making headlines on the boxing scene from the welterweight division. Nah, look how the tables have turned. They were saying that they wouldn't fight Errol Spence because he hadn't earned nothing and he hadn't done this and he needed a belt. And nah, since he's become the money man, he made that big payday on Saturday night. Man, these dudes are looking like whole hoes out here. And not Keith yet, but I guarantee you Keith is going to be the next person up, looking like a little bitch out here in the street trying to capitalize on a payday. Man, that's Dre Spective, and that's all I got for y'all right now, man. I'll talk to y'all on the other side. As always, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel. Let me know what y'all think about these guys groveling on the fucking ground, begging Errol Spence for this opportunity. Man, the tables have turned, man. Errol Spence, you the new king of the welterweight division from that standpoint of being the money man, the guy that everybody now feels like they can take a risk and fight. Errol Spence is now officially anointed by the rest of the welterweight division as the king of the welterweight division, man. Let me know what you guys think. That's Dre Spective. That's all I got for y'all, man. I'm out.